Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
Sean, Stephanie, first we have Isabella Castro. We met her at UPW. She's an incredible health and fitness warrior from Atlanta, Georgia.
Whoa.
Good job. I'm echoing.
We got some echo, G-Money.
Team.
That something happens with Miles. I think you got it.
Okay. There we go. Am I echoing?
No.
We're good. Isabella Castro from Atlanta, Georgia is with us today. An incredible health and fitness warrior, passionate about creating alignment for people in their body, mind, and energy. Started her business Be Fit. I'm echoing. Impacting hundreds of people. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Isabella to The Real Raw.
Thank you so much for this intro. I feel so blessed and so happy to be here today.
Isabella, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. And how was UPW for you?
It was incredible. It was my first one, and of course, the most memorable one. I met amazing human beings, including Gina and some others, part of the Fun fact, I have a coaching call with Adam, which is also part of the Unblinded team. So I'm just, blessed, feeling all this amazing energy. And I cannot wait to continue to do this every day, master every single part of my life. And we are all here to learn.
Yes.
I love that. Well, we are
Isabella,
so glad.
we had a little tech challenge. Again, guys, my apologies. I think our tech team jumped the gun. We're about 2 minutes out, so it's created a couple disruptions, so it'll be all smoothed out in a sec. But Isabella, I'm sorry, I heard fun fact was that you had a coaching something, and then that's when my tech cut out. So what were you going to share?
Yes, that Adam is going to be my coach for, sales strategy. And we have a call later today, and I'm super excited about it.
Well, I am super fired up, Isabella, about that. You are an extraordinary warrior. And by the way, one more time, where do you come? What state are you from?
I live in Atlanta, but I'm originally from Brazil.
Mm.
Nice. That's right. Awesome. Atlanta via Brazil is in the house. So thank you so much for that, Isabella and G Money. Who else do we have here?
We have from Florida, Miss Roshunda Macon, Executive Director and CEO at the Macon at the Macon Community Matters in Florida. It's a nonprofit organization to provide positive community innovation by activism and awareness, social and economic growth, intervention, prevention, and just doing extraordinary things.
Yeah.
Roshunda had 3 heart surgeries, and she still continues to fight for her community because she so believes in her mission. She looks like $1,000,000, Sean. Super healthy, vibrant, energy off the charts. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Roshunda Macon to the Real Raw.
Roshunda, welcome to the party.
Thank you so much. It is my pleasure to be here.
And Roshunda, by the way, I mean, extraordinary. 3 heart surgeries, vibrancy, energy. Gina's saying you look like $1,000,000. You sound like 100 million or billion. What's your fun fact?
My fun facts is what you asked?
Yes. What is your fun fact?
My fun facts is motivating, educating, and being an inspiration to others. I have so much fun facts. I don't know how to sum it all up in one word and just 3 words. But right now I'm super excited. I really don't know exactly what to expect. This is my first time on Unblinded. So I'm just getting to know everyone, kind of seeing where I fit in at, and checking out the nature, what can I call it? The characters of everyone, the personalities of everyone, just trying to join in and enjoy this opportunity. And hopefully my story can be an influence to many more, and be able to connect with some beautiful people in doing so.
Well, I mean, we do have some vampires, werewolves, mummies, those sorts of things.
You shouldn't talk about yourself like that, Sean Callagy.
Well, actually, exactly. That's exactly what the vampires and werewolves do. So I was going to say, but don't worry about Stephanie and Gina. And she beat me to my punchline, as usual. But thank you so much for being here, and welcome to the party.
Thank you.
Gina.
Now, from Chicago, Illinois, Sean, Stephanie, and everyone, please join me in welcoming Jennifer Christensen to the Real Raw from Nick Lowry. Oh, I jumped the gun. I didn't even get to tell you about her. Sorry, I went ahead of myself. Mother, media personality, entrepreneur, Nick Lowry brought Jennifer to us. She believes faith is bigger than fear and starts with gratitude each day. I'm so with you, Jennifer. I believe we on our team here are as well. Please join me in welcoming Jennifer Christensen to the Real Raw, everyone.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the party, Jennifer. Any friend of Nick Lowry is a friend of ours. And what's your fun fact, please?
My fun fact would be that not knowing how to do something, it never stops me from doing something. So whether it's from building my own house, which I did, or from starting my own company, from being a single mom, I believe that the power of connection allows you to forever have the ability to learn. So if there's anything that you want to do, you have the ability to do it if you have the will. Google is your friend. Reaching out to people through social media that you don't know to learn how to do something or how to get somewhere is a tool that people should use. And I just think it's very important to know that you must believe in yourself more than you believe in the doubts that others might have in you. And if you can commit to that every morning when you wake up, I think you could get anywhere that you really want to be.
Jennifer, dropping some wisdom, talking about the power of modeling, all the things. We are deeply aligned, Jennifer. Thank you for being here and welcome to the party.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Gina, and by the way, Gina, is my computer live? Yay or nay?
You are, I think it is, Sean. Yes. Looks like it is.
Yes. That's a yes. One word. Thank you. Amazing. Who's next?
Next, this man, myself, and Stephanie met like an hour ago. Mr. Yossi Gottesman is with us today, coming from Toms River, New Jersey. He built a dynamic business over the last 6 years on Amazon, super successful, all kinds of lighting fixtures, and created a multi-million-dollar business on his Amazon expertise. In addition to his current success, he's looking to grow and scale further. He was at UPW as well, and was introduced to us and our community through David Rush, Craig B. We're so glad. Please, everyone join me in welcoming Yossi to the Real Raw.
Let's hear it for that. So it's Yossi?
Yes.
Yossi, welcome to the party. Coming from Tom's River, sir?
Yes, that's correct.
Little League World Series champions from just a minute ago, or maybe a couple decades ago. But welcome to this amazing party. And what is your favorite beach in New Jersey?
Ocean Gate Beach, the small, tiny beach, just because we have a beach house over there. So I love being there. It's cool, quiet, and nice.
Yeah. So, and as opposed to rolling through the seaside boardwalk at like 10 p.m. on a Saturday night?
We love that as well, but over there we go with the kids because that's noisy.
Yes, no, we love it there too. Amazing place. And what's your fun fact, Yossi?
That no matter what life throws at me, I'll keep on getting up and I'll go for it. And I'm going to keep on trying more and more and looking to grow and looking to dive into the unknown, things that are not known for me right now. I want to know it all. I want to learn it all. I'm willing to receive. I'm ready to receive, and going down from here.
We got all kinds of wisdom being dropped during the fun facts today. So Yossi, welcome to the party, hailing from the Jersey Shore, the real Jersey Shore, not the craziness on TV. So thank you, Yossi. Gina, who else do we have?
This gentleman was the first person at our immersion this weekend. Mr. Steve DeRosso is with us today, executive barber. Good friend of Andy Zapata, created networking hub by becoming the most sought out executive barber in Chicago. Oh my gosh, we got 2 Chicagoans on the call today, offering grooming service, rated #1 on Google and Yelp. And by having a personal connection with executives, Mr. DeRosso started build a gatekeeper management system. That is extraordinary. He's also an author, a podcast host. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Steve DeRosso to the Real Raw.
Steve, welcome
you guys.
To the party. Did you do Fernando's hair also and Andy Zapata's?
I used to do Zapata hair in college, but you forgot about the little people.
Oh, we got to get Andy Zapata and physical therapy. Like there's 45 franchises, Steve. They should all be rolling through with you.
For the first time after the conference, I was very confident about scaling my business. I used to after coming to the actual Unblinded conference. So thank you.
Thank you. So you had a good time, my friend?
Oh yeah, I was watching you. I still didn't understand how you were seeing people walk around you. I'm like, dude, blind? Or what's going on? Like, I was watching your every move. And as a barber, I study people. And I'm like, how is he doing this? So.
Yes. So I do have a little bit of peripheral. So for example, I can't see anything on the screen. I can't see my finger here. I can begin to see my finger a little bit out here. So I'll kind of scan back and forth and see like what's where. So I get a little bit of an optic. I don't have clear peripheral vision, but I at least have like shape peripheral vision. So I've adapted my physiological and kinesthetic skill sets at a pretty high level.
I would not believe you even if you told me, just the way you move. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I surf. I surfed 80. I had a really serious physical situation, as you heard at the conference, about 6 weeks ago on Friday. And I had surfed 81 days this year. And I was on my way to surfing 100 days this year. Not thinking I'm going to make it. We'll see. I'm going to find out a lot on Monday. And if that all clicks in, we got 19 days to get down before the end of the year. So we'll see how that rolls in the chilly waters of New Jersey.
See it happening.
Well, you can transfer some of that energy into me, man, and I'll kind of carry it through.
Thank you. I appreciate you very much, Stephen. What's your fun fact, my friend?
I'm obsessed with crystals. So in my studio, I touch a lot of people, so I like to make sure I'm filtering out energy. And there's a slogan that I live by, which is be the first, be the best, be the only. So when she said that I was the first one there, that's kind of one of my formulas, it's nice. Formula. And I built my own formula that I've trademarked as well. So I felt like the Unblinded formula added the transmission to the formula that I was kind of working on. So
nice, Steve. Mm-hmm. It's super impressive. I love your energy, and Andy, friend of Andy's, is a friend of ours. So thanks for being here.
Yep. And then just a hot second. I know you can't see it, but I'll show you guys a picture of the formula right here.
Awesome. Look at that. Got his own
I see some
formula.
chakras in there.
Yes, and I feel like there's crystals on the bottom there. Like
Stephanie, this is your people.
This is my people. Crystals and chakras, that's my people.
Crystals and chakras are your
Yep.
people. Yes. Yep. Yeah. So it's beautiful. Excellent, Steve. Welcome to the party. And thank you for being there and join about 500 fine folks in the great state of Miami, or great state of Florida, and the city of Miami. So thank you. Gina.
Thank you.
Who else we got?
we have this redhead on the show, Sean. She's usually here every day with you. Do you want to do you remember who I'm talking about?
Her name used to be Bella, I think. Yes, I do. This woman, who is the heart-centered influence sorcerer, started selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old. As an 8-year-old, she was in business. Then as a 19-year-old, became a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing. Like, what? And then at the ripe old age of 24, she became not number 5 or 3 or 4 or 2, but the number 1 business broker, numero uno, as in French, business broker in the state of Nevada, youngest person ever, first woman ever to be number 1 business broker in a male-dominated industry. She's now the co-host of The Real Raw. She's like speaking on stages all over the place, rolling through the world with her heart, impacting people with the superpower of influence. The one, the only co-host again of The Real Raw, Stephanie Ann Vihan.
Sean, you left out the most important title of my introduction.
Oh, I'm sorry. And what was that?
And Sean Callagy's boss.
That is true. And Sean Callagy's boss. It was an unquestionable title. What is your fun fact, my boss?
I fun fact, Sean Callaghy, because every time I tell people this week, I get this like cockeyed look of, are you for real? But today I am moving from the great state of Florida up to the great state of New Jersey. So while everybody's kind of going the opposite direction, I am headed north, which I think is a pretty fun and interesting fact because everybody thinks I'm crazy.
Yes, because you can enjoy more cold weather, pay higher taxes, and you can fly the opposite way of all the birds. It's perfect.
Yes, exactly.
So love it. But there are a few advantages to being in the great state of New Jersey. You know, you got Bruce Springsteen, maybe the headquarters of Unblinded, some other things.
How about me and Yossi are here too, by the way, Sean.
And Gina and Yossi, of course.
We will
Yes,
welcome
exactly.
you with open arms. We can't wait for you to bring back some heat, though.
Yes, amazing. Stephanie will bring the heat coming from the great state of Florida. Gina, we love you. Welcome to the multiverse. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And of course, I'll talk to you before then, but happy Thanksgiving early. Gina, you're extraordinary with your heart and launching us every day. Thank you.
It is my privilege.
Yeah. Stephanie, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Who's going first?
Ooh, you know what? I am feeling Rashonda today. Like she's just ready. She's, her heart is beautiful, and I think she's ready to kick us off here.
Yes, and only because we had our little technical difficulty, and I may be blind. It's Yashonda with a Y or Rashonda with an R? Steph?
Rashonda with an R.
I'm sorry, Rashonda with an R.
Yeah, that's not us. You don't be sorry. So Rashonda, thank you so much. And Rashonda, what's going on here is that influence is a superpower. It's
Thank
what
you.
rises our money, our time, our magic. By magic, we mean impact, leadership, contribution, like all those big things that we sit back and would love to do to change the world or to grow our life in some way. They're on the other side of the superpower of influence, the ability to go from hello to yes in our marketing, our selling, our leadership, our recruiting, our management, our fundraising for profit, not for profit. It forms nation. It builds companies. It makes charities work. It solves like national wars, all sorts of beautiful things it does. Maybe it can even unify our nation. Actually, I'm sure it can. So the superpower of influence is what we're playing with. And what we're going to ask you to do, Rashonda, is have Stephanie be whoever you'd like her to be. She could be herself. She could be an ideal avatar for you, like an ideal client, an ideal partner. I don't know, maybe she has a TV show that you want to get on, or just a strategic partnership, anything that's a yes, except we're not pitching, we're not hooking, we're not closing. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want somebody I loved and cared about to be pitched, hooked, or closed. And I sure don't want to be pitched, hooked, or closed myself. We're talking about integrous, heart-centered influence. And what we mean by integrous influence, it means something that would actually be beneficial for somebody, that we know in our heart is good for them. So that's what integrous influence means as we use it here. So Rashonda, who do you want Stephanie to be?
Let me see. Stephanie can be myself. I would like to see her operate as the executive director in my She's a Rose Girls Youth Program. And the Rose stands for Raising Our Standards of Excellence. And I would like to see her explain the empowerment and the enrichment program to others and why it is so influential.
Right. So, but Rashonda, we're doing this in reverse. You,
okay,
my dear friend, are on the hot seat. Stephanie, she's trying to put you on the hot seat.
I saw that, Sean.
Yes, Rashonda has great influencing skills.
Wait. I might give you an opportunity similar to that a little bit later. So just hold that for a moment.
Yeah. So what we're doing, Rashonda, is you're going to be the person that's getting a yes on whatever it is. And later, as Stephanie said, you might be able to put somebody on the hot seat, and maybe that somebody is me. We'll see. So, so what would the yes be that you're seeking? You could be yourself, right? You could go for any yes, and Stephanie will be the person on the other side of that yes.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I had it misunderstood. I thought I was going to be playing the judge, so I'm not going to be playing that role.
I didn't. Steph, do we have optics on who the participants are and who the judges are?
I have Rashonda and Isabella as the participants.
Yes. Would that be okay with you, Rashonda, to be a participant?
Fine. Okay.
Yes. Awesome. So who then would you like Stephanie to be that you're seeking a yes from?
When you said who I would like for her to be, are you asking a judge or something like that?
No.
Again,
so yeah, sure. And what is it that you're doing in the world that you're seeking a yes about? So it
could be like an enrollment into your program. Like if you could be asking me if I want to enroll into your program or find out more information about your program.
Okay. How about a parent to go on the parent advisory board?
Perfect. Steph, you're a parent. There's a conversation about going on the parent advisory board. And how old would the child be that Stephanie's a parent of?
11.
11. 11-year-old child. Stephanie, take us in.
Hello, this is Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. This is Rashonda. And I am so super excited to speak with you. I understand that you're interested in being on the parent advisory board.
That is correct, yes.
Do you understand what is expected as a parent on the parent advisory board?
Not fully. So I have a couple minutes. Maybe you could tell me, what it is that I am signing up for.
Okay, well, we definitely would like to have you as a parent, as a liaison between myself and the child in the activities that the child provides or expresses in our program. We would like for you to be able to speak and bring in ideas to go on parental trips and outings that will be able to give us some what's the word I'm looking for? I'm so sorry. Be able to help us to chaperone. That is what I apologize. To chaperone our young girls and help give them some leadership. We would also like for you to be able to give us some insight on your daughter that maybe she may not be willing to share with us when we're having our counseling sessions and our mentorship sessions. Sometimes the child will hold back some intimate details that maybe the parent may know a little bit more about. So we hope that with your insight into the parent advisory board, you will be able to give us some leadway on some more activities or skill sets that may be beneficial for not just your child, but other children.
That sounds super special and honoring. And I thank you for even considering me for this role and the opportunity to, chaperone. And is there, what about the time commitment? Anything else that I would need to know about this opportunity?
Yes, your time commitment would be, I will expect for you to be a participant in at least 2 of the sessions per week. So that's about an hour session. And the reason why I would like for you to be involved in that, so you will have an idea on exactly what's going on and you will be comfortable with the program that your daughter is enrolled in. And so definitely I would like to have you there, and also for you to be able to share some other activities and incentives that we may be able to have for the young girls as we continue to explore other avenues.
Well, that sounds extraordinary, Rashonda. I appreciate you considering me, and I look forward to our next steps.
Okay, well, are you interested in being a chaperone to some of the young girls in some of our outings?
Absolutely.
You did not answer the question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I would like to know your availability. Are you available? At least I would say you don't have to, we have 2 sessions per week. So if you're available at least an hour, maybe 30 minutes per session, or maybe 1 hour per session, we would love to have you there to be a second witness to the classroom experience or the outside outings that we are involved in.
Rashonda, I would love to. My daughter is calling me right now, so I gotta go run and make sure she's not getting into trouble, but definitely we can set all of those times up.
Okay, do you have my number?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
I look forward to hearing back from you soon.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Rashonda corralling Stephanie nicely with that Zeus energy. So Rashonda, great job. Stephanie, who's going now?
Miss Isabella.
Isabella, let's do the things. Who would you like Stephanie to be?
I'd like for her to be a potential client for my fitness program. For my, I do mind and body fitness. So it's just, overall. So
Let's do it.
Stephanie, these are your people. Stephanie, take us in.
Hello, this is Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie, how are you today?
I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
I am great. I'm so excited that you joined my community on Instagram and you show me some love here and there. That makes me feel so happy and excited. But I wanted to know more about you and, tell me more about your mind and body health currently.
Yeah, I would say, I've been pretty good, physical health and shape. My health has definitely been my health, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Awareness has heightened. I've cut out a lot of things recently, such as alcohol, coffee, sugar, to really, just focus on my health. I would say, physically, because I travel so much that sometimes working out on the road, like that gets a little challenging. Sometimes eating the way that I want while I'm on the road gets a little challenging. So, really looking, I guess mindset wise, it's like, how do I stay committed when I'm on the road, when, running through airports and, you can't necessarily get an organic meal at the airport. Like, so just keeping my mindset, right while traveling and still committing to my workouts and stuff.
Awesome. As you probably know, I feel that, I have a strong connection with you because I have a lot of clients that travel that have the same kind of mindset that you already have, which already know what's good and what's not, but you just have that, situation where sometimes you put into situations where you can't control. What we want to do with my program is to make life as easy as possible for you.
Love that.
So through my app, you have access to all the workouts. They're only 32 minutes of your time every single day. It can be done from anywhere. I have clients that literally did my workouts at a yacht.
Wow.
So you can do it from anywhere you want. Apart from that, you can also do your mindset training because you have videos that are easy to access, 3 minutes long. You start your day with gratitude. You start your day with your peak energy. So you perform, you travel, you do your best every single day. And not only that, but you also get a nutrition on your app. So every time you eat out, you have exactly how many calories, how many nutrients, every single food that you're eating, even when you're traveling, you have access to that. So how does that sound to you?
That sounds very, very interesting. I would love to find out more information and try it out for sure.
That's awesome. I cannot wait for you to join. I'll send you the link right now so you can download the app and let's do it.
Let's do it, Isabella. Thank you.
Very nice, Isabella. Great job. Beautiful energy. Steph, let's see what the judges have to share with Rashonda and Isabella. And which way are we going?
Let's start with Jennifer.
Nice.
Sure. Okay, so Rashonda, awesome job. I love that you had the ability to make a great pivot in the beginning. You came into this thinking that you were going to be a judge, and then you switched into the role as the participant, and you did it with so much ease. So I wanted to start there and just tell you awesome that was great. So moving on to how you began the call. You started the call with stating what your expectations were. And I think it would be beneficial as opposed to stating what the benefit would be or what the purpose would be, so that you could connect with Stephanie first before you tell her what you need from her. And then letting her know, what your program offers and what the mission is. So something could resonate with her inside to feel connected to why she should want to be a part of working with you. And then the other thing that I go ahead.
It's 30 seconds of feedback, so just wrap that up, and then we want to give Rashonda a
the other thing that I would
1
do
to
is
10.
just say that keep it personal and always state child's name. It makes me feel like I know someone cares about my kid. That's my feedback.
Excellent.
Beautiful. And on a score of 1 to 10, 1 being like you would run as fast as you could from Rashonda, like 5 being like maybe you'd have a cup of coffee, and 10 being you would want to sit down and have a 10-course meal because she's so magnetic. What on your score of 1 to 10 would it be?
Rashonda is about her business. She knows what she's talking about. I'd give her a 9.
Nice. All right. And for
Isabella, I love that you started your call mentioning the connection that you had with Stephanie, because you related to her, you understood her experiences, you related her to clients that you currently have. You talked about how the opportunity to work with you is convenient. I loved your excitement. I give you a 10. Awesome job.
Woo! 10 is on the board. Beautiful, Isabella. Great job. Jennifer, Steph.
Let's go with Yossi.
Yossi, what do you have, please, for Rashonda?
First of all, I didn't know exactly how this would work, so I'm really caught a bit off guard with this, as they mentioned before that I had the first conversation an hour ago. However, with Rashonda, number-wise, I would give you a 10. You knew exactly what you want with your company, and you knew exactly where to go with it, and you seem so heartfelt with passionate about what you're doing and how you want to take care of the kids. The only thing that I was that was speaking in my head was about if there should be any questions about who the person that you are interviewing is, being that they will be handling, chaperoning the kids, who are they as people? So that was one thing that if I can give any input, but if I would apply for this, I would come around.
Nice.
So
Nice.
great job.
And Yossi, listen, great job, brother. And for everybody here,
Yeah.
the entire purpose of judging and the whole show isn't about being trained in a dynamic to be judging. It's on that scale of 1 to 10. Like, how did it feel for you? Somebody go from hello to yes. We have 500 plus shows, more than 3,000 fine folks like yourself since COVID began have been on the show. And this is an extraordinary journey, just unpacking the dynamics of influence. I had the privilege of having 2 top 100 national jury verdicts. I've broken sales records on major stages, around the country. Tony Robbins in particular, we just broke the UPW Platinum Partnership sales record after I had the privilege of speaking there, and I'm speaking for my 14th time there. No ego, no significance at all about any of that. The facts are, though, that influence is a thing, and how we feel about it, how we assess it, what the vibe and dynamics are, is uniquely individual, but overall there's patterns and patterns and patterns. So what we're really looking for, Yossi, is what you just did. It's just share from your heart how it felt in a vibe. And Stephanie said that, 1 running the other way, 5, 10 being unbelievable. And so it's just whatever it feels like to you. Does that make sense, Yossi?
Yes, absolutely. It does.
Beautiful. And so, what do you have for Isabella?
Isabel as well. I found that she really knew what she was talking about. As a person that I have been struggling with coaches and I have been struggling getting to the gym every day, it would be something very valuable for me to be able to have an app. I wasn't sure though if it's customized to you or not, or it's something that you click on and you go through a ritual. So that I wasn't sure about 100%, but I know if it was customized, I would run for it. So maybe to be more clear about that, but I would give it a 9.
Nice. Yossi, excellent job. Steph.
Steve, your feedback for Rashonda.
Rashonda, I thought it was great. The presentation and everything. If there was one thing I would add was to just piece up the information a little bit, separate it, and maybe create a form of a question to continue to pull the listener in. So then that way that can ensure that the information is being delivered, but also the person doesn't space out because it's a lot of information is being presented to them at that time. So just reformatting the presentation where there's those questionnaires that by default, you're answering it while it's there, but it's those consumer behavior situations that will pull the person in. So in regards,
Rashonda is?
I'm sorry?
Your score for Rashonda is?
I would give it a 8.5.
Nice. Excellent job, Steve. And what'd you have, please, for Isabel?
Isabel, energy was wonderful. I love how you built the connection between the behavior of the client and how you have a servitude that matches a person that believes in everything being optimum. I really loved your energy. You seem to be a person that really likable. And one thing about business is having that likable energy, that Zen energy. I just felt like the product was something that made me want to, dig deeper into it because of that connection that you were presenting. So in regards of a score from 1 to 10, I would give it a 8.75.
Nice. Excellent job, Steve.
I love it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Isabella. Thank you for your energy, for all you're bringing. Rashonda as well, of course. Great job, Jennifer, Yossi, and Steve. Now, you're going to do the thing you do to me. Are you not, Stephanie?
I definitely am, Sean Callaghy. Definitely am. So I'm thinking, Rashonda, what are your thoughts?
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm thinking this though. I'm thinking random number I put under, so we have everybody have a fair crack at this today. And let's go. Let's let Rashonda pick the number first. It's a number between 1 and 5. Rashonda, just guess any number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
3.
Okay, and let's go, Jennifer.
4.
4 it is. I, honest to God, did not do anything to alter those numbers. That is a wonderful job. So Jennifer, here's how this works now.
This is my line, Sean Callaghy. You don't get to, I'm the boss. I get to set up how this works, my friends.
Okay.
So you just sit there and look pretty, okay?
Yes, I will try to do that. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Jennifer, this is what this looks like. And this is kind of fun because you're Nick Lowry's friend. And so I'm gonna give you permission to go all out on this scenario. If you choose, you could keep this or you could pass this along. However, what we get to do is we get to put Sean on the hot seat. And so, Rashonda came here, did a phenomenal job. Isabella did a phenomenal job. So now we want to set up a scenario that Sean has to go from hello to yes on anything that you choose. And so he has played Donald Trump that had to convince President Biden to still build the wall. He's had to be President Biden that convinced Donald Trump about vaccines. Just last week, he role-played Muhammad Ali to the Supreme Court with his daughter, Kalia Ali, and she said that Sean channeled her father and got the Supreme Court to say yes. So any type of scenario, and it could be, something that, you're seeking a yes for and want to see how Sean does at going from hello to yes. So are there any scenarios that come to mind that you would like to put Sean on hot coals for?
Sure. So as a
Thanks, Jennifer.
as a female entrepreneur who is amidst a capital raise for my company, I am very privy to the understanding that only 2% of women entrepreneurs get venture capital.
Wow.
So I would like to hear from you of what you would say to convince America to invest in women.
Okay. Can I, 2 questions? Absolutely, Jennifer. One is it's more like one-on-one. So if you gave me like a venture capitalist, you want me to do it to a venture capitalist? Because you would get to, okay, cool. You could play the venture capitalist or pass that along as well. But if it's your scenario, you might know.
Would somebody like to play the venture capitalist? Is there
That's
anybody?
up to you. You could, that's your choice. This is your scenario. You pick the number, so you set it. So it could be you, so you can give me some harder objections that you might face, or you could pick somebody else, whatever would be your preference.
I'll be the venture capitalist.
Cool. And then what's your venture? If I could just tighten that up for me like for 30 seconds, please.
Sure. My company is called Face Trace. It's a mobile app that helps women to properly apply cosmetics for their unique facial features. So we've developed a technology that is customizable for the user to help them properly use their products. And our mission is a women's empowerment mission to help women to practice self-care, to feel more comfortable in their skin, and feel more confident in their lives.
Awesome. And can you give me one quick HUI background fact that would make me go, about Jennifer, like related to this capital raise, like something that you were in either in business, personally, educationally, something like when I say our heroic unique identity fact, we look for something unique and powerful. So long before I had any business success, when I was first creating my own law firm, I would talk about how I did in moot court in law school, believe it or not, and that I, was the #1 person in the country. Before that, when I was talking about going to law school, I would talk about having been the captain of the Columbia baseball team. So like a fact that's like, that's like something to make you step into leadership, and people go, So what might be a fact related to this in any way?
As a single mother and entrepreneur, Jennifer doesn't stop. She's got a great purpose who understands the need for self-care and how it helps women to be their healthiest and most successful in life. So that's where I would begin.
Perfect. Okay. So ready? And how about your Joe, the venture capitalist?
Okay. I'm Joe.
Okay. Yep. Hey, Joe, thanks so much. I know you gave me 3 minutes to make a presentation and share. I'm really appreciative. And is it still a good time, Joe?
Yeah, sure. Let's hear it. Let's talk.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I ask this? What prompted you to say yes to even have this conversation? Like what was in it or around it? You hear so many things. You read so much. You have so many people that want like your time. What prompted you to be interested? Because I want to speak into your listening in this next 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Actually, I'm really busy, so I don't have a lot of time today. But a friend of mine told me to take the call, so let's hear. Let's just hear what you have to say.
Yeah, awesome. 3 minutes is what you still have. Is that right? And I know we have 2.5 minutes now. I'm on the clock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 minutes.
Yep. So when you're looking to invest in anything besides return, multiple of return, what is it that you're looking for that you invest in?
We're looking for your track record. We're looking for what kind of relationships you have. We want to know how much money you put into this yourself, and we'll start there.
Yeah, awesome. And may I ask this final, why do you still do what you do? I know you're incredibly successful. You've done tons of things. What is it that prompts you to still want to invest in ventures?
Well, I have the opportunity to meet new founders and learn their stories and learn about different businesses.
Cool. Well, thank you for that. So, Joe, is it okay if I drop in?
Sure.
Yeah. So, Joe, I used to think ideas mattered most, and now I know they don't. And I've studied the work a little bit of somebody by the name of Bill Gross, who you may or may not have heard of. He's the most successful quantitative entrepreneur in history, measured by having $7 billion companies he built. Elon Musk has 3, he has 7. And what he says is idea comes far below the who. And so we had this conversation. What I stand for and my vision and dream is to support women in self-care. Now, the challenge is that sounds like a million other ideas, and everything sounds like a million other ideas. How I differentiate what I'm doing with my app and the venture we're creating for women, because let's be clear, women want to take care of themselves. We live in a culture, we have massive conditioning. This is not news to you, that women care massively about their physical appearance, right, wrong, indifferent, how that all fits into the world, different conversation. But factually, that's present. And my mission is to support them in that. And Joe, in terms of the who, why am I the right who? In every single thing that I do, I bring my energy, my passion, my enthusiasm, my fire, something else you hear every single solitary day. But if you give me, Joe, 30 minutes from this 3 minutes, I assure you that I will demonstrate to you during that time, not only how this business model works, but how, as my life's mission, passion, and purpose, this will make complete sense to you that I'm the right person to bring this forward. The ecosystem partnerships, what you might call strategic alliances, strategic partnerships, that I'm present to and committed to creating, how I can articulate what this is, why this is, how this is, and how we'll roll out, scale up, and start out at a valuation that we're looking at in the 10 to 20 million range, and that will scale rapidly to 50 and then on to 9 figures. And I truly believe, Joe, this will be $1 billion company. But if it's not and we miss completely, there's no way this doesn't become a $100 million venture. And so my ask, my proposal is, there's anything that resonates about my energy, my certainty, my passion, my commitment, please give me those 30 minutes. And in those 30 minutes, I'll lay out the entire venture for you and see not only why the business works, but why you can invest and believe in me. So does any of that resonate? If not, Joe, I'll never call you again. How do you feel about that 30 minutes?
Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to give you 30 minutes.
Awesome. Out of roll. Jennifer, how did you feel about that approach?
I love it. I love that you stated what you stand for. I love that you stated, what your mission is and what your differentiator is. I think it was awesome. It was amazing. I would definitely give you my time.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for that. Isabella, how did that feel for you?
Isabella, are you there? She's off camera and on the mute, Sean.
She had an emergent moment. Let's go, Steve. How'd that feel for you?
You're on mute, Steve.
That felt wonderful. I like how you kind of you ease your way in. You respected the person's time. You made sure that there was an agreement of that. And then once you respected the person's time, you started to explain, the importance of the vision and everything. There was this mutual understanding. There was like you was building trust little by little. And then you got to a point where it's like, can you just give me a block of time so then that way I can give you the whole shebang? And so I was following all the details of how you was doing that. So yeah, that was a definite yes for me. Yeah. It was almost like I hate to like you,
Yeah, and Steve, and there's 20 different things that were happening during that conversation, and many things under those 20 things, because we have 4 steps, 12 indispensable elements, and 4 energies to integrous influence. But one of them that I would highlight is Jennifer, very appropriately, talking to venture capitalists, came with high Zeus energy, high certainty, little emotional engagement. And when we're entering that space, we always want to enter the space energetically, slightly underneath the person until they demonstrate high level of certainty and like closed energy. And into that closed energy, we want to match it plus a little. And when we match that energy plus a little, it begins to create what we call hierarchical primacy. Now, we don't want to overpower people. We don't look to overpower people. But when people are coming with, all right, what's your pitch? The energy of like, all right, condescension, what's your pitch? When to meet that energy plus a hair, it settles and respect opens, right? And there's many different ways to approach the matching mirror dynamic. If somebody met with big heart open energy, then there would have been a slowdown, a much lower energy and certainty and much deeper heart connection because we're meeting the other person where they are. So that's what was at play. Yossi, how did that feel for you?
I didn't want you to stop talking. I felt I got carried away with what you said. I felt like you kind of in a way sucked me into what you were saying, and I just wanted to hear more and more of what you have to sell. And if it would be a place of freedom for me to invest in whatever it is, I believe after 30 minutes, I would say, sure, let's see, as long as we go out for lunch every day. Like it was like a way of communicating, of hearing what Joe has to say and respecting Joe, and as well as like giving this very calm and relaxing sell pitch, which was more like a story, and that was amazing for me.
Yeah, Yossi, thank you.
Yossi, I will say, because Sean may not know this, but you, my friend, will be able to do this because Sean, Yossi is a new elite member, and so
That's
yeah,
amazing.
so you will be learning this formula, and you might even one day be able to out influence Sean Kelly.
I hope you will, Yossi, and that's the mission and the vision here, because it's absolutely incredible. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome, and so fired up to have you here. Awesome, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, me too. Excited to be here.
Let's do it. And Rashonda, thank you for being here. Congratulations on doing a great job. I had a lot of fun with your beautiful Zeus energy with Stephanie. Like, whoa, where are you going? That was fun. So Rashonda, how was your time with us in the Real Raw here today?
My time was very informative. I got to learn some things about myself and my presentation, being more prepared, where I thought I was so prepared and maybe my mind was in one place, but to be more optimistic when I'm engaging with other people, and not to be focused, but not too focused on one thing, being able and ready to be able to talk and engage on different levels, to communicate what exactly I'm presenting and to hear back. One of my mottos is having an ear to hear what they're saying. And so I need to put that more into practice to have a better understanding.
Shonda, beautiful self-awareness, beautiful courage and vulnerability. Awesome job. And final, Oprah Winfrey says she held the microphone for 30,000 people, and she became a multi-billionaire because she said in her listening, in her communication, truly, like not the words, but the effect was, I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters. So somebody starts to rush, somebody's got a challenge. It's like, yeah, no problem. I'm hearing the urgency, take care of your daughter. It's, hey, the outcome is create charitable volunteership. It's like, what's the person's mission? What do they want? What's the gap between their magic and what they want and where they are? And how might this, the ability to contribute and share themselves, how might that add into their mission so it's in service of them, whatever we're asking for? But Rashonda, thank you for being here. An excellent job.
Thank you so much for having me. I really, truly enjoyed it and hearing from everyone.
Yes, thank you.
And
Jennifer.
Sean, Isabella is back.
Beautiful.
I'm here, guys. So I was just changing. I'm in
No,
the middle
thank you,
of an
Isabella.
actual amazing. I'm creating a mastermind group with 4 amazing ladies from all over the world. And the idea is to help people with health, finance, purpose, beauty and connection, and spirituality. So I'm actually about to create an amazing video here. And honestly, every single thing that I heard from you, Sean, had inspired me to really connect with that emotion. So I can, express my mind, because my heart is so big and I have to showcase that in those videos as well, and in the message that I wanted to deliver to the world. So I appreciate it. I really learned a lot from Rashonda as well. And thank you guys so much for the feedback. It enlightens me to see other people that are already super successful to tell me that, I have the energy. I just need to know exactly how to say it better.
Beautiful. Isabella, thank you for being here. I feel your heart, your energy. We have lots of beautiful things to do together. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Jennifer, I love citing the study about venture capital in women entrepreneurship. I feel your energy, your congruence, your brilliance, your wisdom, your heart, your passion. Thank you for being here. And I would just say with all my heart that you're going to make this happen and it's going to become a reality. I could feel that inside. This loads of micro distinctions to talk about. We're going to drop a gift in the chat. Please check it out. I promise. The ability to go from hello to yes. I have a $250,000 bet on the internet. Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, was in our hotel this weekend for the 500-person event we did. And we made that bet with him, and his team said yes, and he no-showed. And I don't disparage him. I'm not saying it, I don't even know if the words got to him through his management. But here, there's integrous influence, and you got a beautiful climb ahead of you. And so really check out what we have in that gift. But Jennifer, how was your time here on the Row?
Amazing. I'm super inspired. I love always having the opportunity to learn from other people. So thank you everyone for connecting with me, sharing your stories. It was really great to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And the world needs women entrepreneurship in a huge way. As the father of 3 daughters, I'm inspired by your message, your energy, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go. Steve, how was your time on the Real Raw, my friend? Your energy is beautiful, brilliant, wonderful. Any friend of Andy Zapata's, one more time, is a friend of ours. So what do you got, my friend? How was your time here with us?
It was very insightful because I actually left at the same time Ron Gill left. We actually ran into each other at the airport.
Beautiful.
And at the last section, I wanted to get to the 12 dispensable elements. So I liked how, with that walkthrough, I was able to get what I was hearing from even the podcast when I went online on YouTube. Because I was sitting there while you was talking like, man, hopefully we get through the workshop. And I had to go. And so I got some of the information I was looking for, as well as some of the things I'm going to, on the YouTube and just see you rehearse those things more and more. So now I can kind of piece it together and say, oh, this is what he was talking about. But that was the last piece I was missing at the conference when I had to leave around 3, 4 o'clock, which we went through. So
awesome. Well, Rob Gill's a rock star. I'm so glad you got to see him in the airport a little bit. And Steve, your energy is beautiful. And I hear your big vision for expansion and your mission, like Andy, got 45 physical therapy franchises now. Lots to do, Steve. And you're a good man. I can feel it and see it. And thank you for being here.
I still don't believe you about what you can't see, because I was sitting there looking like, I don't believe it. I'm watching you the whole time.
Don't tell anybody. Okay. It's a big shit.
I was way in the front. Just to let you know, I was way in the front to your left, in the corner behind your
behind me.
Yep, I was behind her. Yep,
Very
I was waiting. So
well, you were watching me, Stephanie was watching you. No, great job.
I was watching your whole move, everything. Like, even when you was running into the steps, I'm like, is he gonna run into that step? It's like, how was he doing this?
Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it, brother. And you are absolutely extraordinary.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yossi, welcome to the ecosystem. So excited. And how was your time on the Real Raw, my friend?
Hi. First of all, I wanted to share with you and Steve that I also met Andy. He was the big inspiration of why I have joined. So this guy, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I do know what you've done for him, but what Unblinded has done for him. So yes, I'm looking forward also to be part of it. Today was amazing for me because I see that it's not just me struggling with communication, and I see so many successful people here. And, like from someone that has a shop to someone that owns a nonprofit to women's programs and to fitness programs. And we all struggle with the art of communication. And I always thought that it's just me because I do run an e-commerce business and I'm successful of it, but I don't need to communicate with everyone. And I always thought that my issue is that I sit alone in my office, and I always thought that that's my issue, that I can't scale my business because of communication. But I see, I'm sorry, everybody, but it's comforting to me to see that I'm not crazy like that. We all suffer from it.
We don't learn this anywhere. I'm a Columbia undergrad, right? Now rated top 2 undergrads in the country, Harvard and Columbia right now in U.S. News and World Report. And I learned nothing about influence there. I graduated law school with honors. I learned nothing of influence there. And I failed freshman high school geometry. I ran for class president in 7th grade. I got 2 votes. Maybe if my girlfriend actually did vote for me. And I'm telling you right now that it is not inherent. It is not innate. It is a developed skill set and mastery. And when everything from selling lemonade to people on a hot day, right? Not a cold day, like not what people don't want or need, but things people beautifully need. all the way to, I had the privilege of having the largest jury verdict in Arizona in the last decade in a complex business breakup case. I had to put the inspector general, the highest ranking law enforcement officer in the state of Arizona, on the witness stand, and he wasn't telling the truth. And we had to disrupt that. To the largest Ponzi schemer in the history of South Florida, I was the first person to report Scott Rothstein, $1 billion Ponzi schemer, now doing 45 years in federal prison, to the FBI, even though the former head of white collar crimes for the FBI said to go ahead with the deal. All that is a learned skill set and mastery. And that's our work and mission in the world, to come together to help people raise their money, their time freedom, scale and duplication, and of course, their magic and impact. So that's what we're here to do, everybody. Thank you for having a little bit of fun, dipping your toe in the water about it. And Stephanie, it's an honor and a privilege every day to do the things here. And what is your final?
My final, Sean, is, we had some extraordinary people here today, and just thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here. And, yes, Sean did mention the gift that we have for you in the chat, and definitely download that, because Tony Robbins said, and like him or not, he said that no one leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. And as he just said, there is a formula for that. There is a formula for going from hello to yes with heart, with integrity, that gets people to move across that line in beautiful ways. So definitely download that guide, and definitely have a chat with one of our team members. Adam and Fernando, the co-founders of Unblinded, are absolutely incredible. Adam built a company to from $3 million to $750 million. Like, he knows a thing or two about influence building and scaling. So definitely talk to one of our team members. And Sean Callagy, as always, is an honor and a privilege.
Well, thank you, boss. I appreciate it very, very much. Having fun and all your heart. And I want to wish everybody here a truly happy Thanksgiving. We're thankful for you being here. You've joined more than 3,000 incredible human beings that have been on The Real Raw since it has begun. And we are bringing influence as a superpower to the world. And we're thankful. We hope this is the first step. If it's the last step, God bless. And we wish you all the best in the world. But if you truly want to grow your money, time, and magic, let's have a conversation and see where we go from here. Because the ability to give rise to our money, our time, our magic. And I've built numerous companies, including a 40-person law firm, 6 months out of law school. I started it. Within 2 years, it was there. I had an exit in 4 years. It's virtually unheard of. I currently own a 100-person law firm and do all these things. And I had no idea how to do any of those things. And they were all learned and evolved and innovative skill sets. And we want to share them with the world. So immensely appreciative for you. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving with your family. And Steph, we're all blind.
And just learning to see.
Even if Steve doesn't think I'm blind. So thank you. Love you guys.
I don't believe it.